Welcome back, everybody. So today we're working with the UV resin because I'm out of epoxy resin right now. And I've got one of my little butterflies in the mold, and I'm just filling that mold in with some UV resin. We're just going to fill in these circles, and we're going to make some either magnets or keychains. I haven't decided what they're going to be yet, so we're just going to go with it. I have a little sticker that said "Life is at the beach," and I'm just pushing it down into the mold, making sure it fits, and then adding a coat of resin to that as well.
Every shade has its own name.
And I'm going to turn it, and we're going to cure that one. Once I get the bubbles out. Oh, nope, we're going to add the glitter first. First we'll add the glitter, then we'll cure it. I'm using a light blue at the base, and then I'm going to use a darker blue, leaving a few gaps in between so that when we go through and we paint the backs of them, then you'll be able to see that pop through better. And now we're going to cure it. And while that was curing, I cut out a piece of fabric of this gorgeous rose, and I'm going to lay it face down in the mold. And then I'm going to coat the back of it with the resin. Now, one thing we have learned with doing fabric and resin is that when you flip it over, you are going to have some gaps. But it's okay, because we're going to fix it. So it's not a problem if you find some gaps or some pieces that on the other side that don't have resin on them. That's okay. I've got some flowers, so while those are curing, I'm going to layer some flowers into this mold here. I'm going to add a little green to it, and then a few more flowers around, and then we'll pour the resin over it as well. And we're going to set that one to cure. Now I've also cut out this gorgeous flower out of a piece of fabric as well. I like looking at pieces of fabric and seeing which parts of it would look really pretty in resin. I'm going to coat that with some resin just like we did the other piece of fabric. You'll notice I always go around the edges first, and that's just to make sure that those edges really get covered. And then I fill in the center and set that to cure. I found a little spot on this one that didn't quite reach, so I went ahead and I coated it again. Flip it around and cure that. And then I have this piece of fabric with some more really pretty flowers on it. And we're going to pour the resin on top of that one as well.
touch of silver glow. Each piece tells a story. In the art, my heart will grow. Pour it out, let it shine, making magic one drip at a time. In my heart, I create
And then we will cure that one.
dreams that won't wait. Colors swirl, stories blend.
Then I've got a Lisa Frank fabric. Wow, that didn't come out right at all. This has got the little puppy dog with the paintbrush on it, so I cut a circle out of that, and we placed him face down. And we are going to, after the little earthquake, we're going to cover him with some UV resin as well.
Every heart where love and art will never part. I'm building castles made of light. Through every storm, I'll shine bright. Pour it out, let it shine, making magic one drip at a time. In my heart, I create.
I'm just going to scoot this stuff out of the way. I cut the Lisa Frank out of the fabric, and it's the perfect size to do a keychain the same way I would do the emery boards that come inside of the Color Street packages. So I thought I'd give this a try too. Now, to be fair, I should have flattened the fabric first because it kind of it's not flat by the time I'm done. So, but I'll show you how it goes. I'm adding the UV resin to the top and just making sure that I get all the edges. Make sure everything's coated. You want to make sure you really get those edges. And then I'm going to cure that one. Then we're going to flip our mold over and cure the back sides. And I'm going to add the back layer onto the Lisa Frank one. I really should bring out my second light. Might make things easier. I'm going to remember to do that. So when I cured the back side, a little bit of the sticky came around the front, so I'm just going to flip it back over and let that part cure as well. There we go, we've got those cured. And I just want to give them one more round just to make sure. There's our flower. And then our butterfly. And our four flowers. And our red one. Now you see it's got that gap in there, but that's okay because we're going to dome the top of it. The Jack and Sally, which I just realized I did not record the Jack and Sally. I'm so sorry. That one just popped in there and you guys didn't even get to see me do it because I forgot to hit record. It's basically a UV DTF sticker that I put in there and then use the purple cellophane over the back for the back side of it. Okay, so we're going to put them all back in the mold, but we're going to put them in right side up so that we can dome the top of them. There's Lisa Frank. It is going to need some cleaning up along the edges and some work done to it, but that's okay. We already knew that was going to happen. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to dome the top of all of these, making sure I hit those edges. Making sure it's all nice and even. And you really want to make sure these are pushed down in really good so that your resin doesn't drip inside. If you get some resin that drips inside and when you pop them back out, they're a little sticky on the bottom, that's okay. Just cure it again. Now to be fair, after I cured the top, I should have cured the back side as well. But we all know my brain does not always function properly, so I forgot. So if you do like me and you pop them out without curing the backside, it's okay. It's not a big deal. just lay them upside down on your mat and cure the backside. One of the good things about doming them is not only does it get rid of any imperfections or any gaps, but it also gives it a nice rounded look and it makes it nice and shiny. We like shiny things. And if y'all like seeing me do these, you like following along and watching them, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with some friends, let them watch too, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it, and it really does help. So those of you that have subscribed, I really appreciate it. We are currently at 135 subscribers, which is phenomenal. So I really wanted to take a moment and thank you guys for subscribing, and thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it.
Found a box of colors in the
Given these a little tap test, they all seem good to go.
spaces of our love, where imagination
So I'm going to start popping them out.
painting memories in my mind.
Yep, see? That's the stickiness I was talking about because I forgot to cure the backside. So I'm just popping them out, and as I pop them out, I'm just going to lay them under the UV lamp so that that bottom side can cure again.
Making magic one drip at a time.
So don't be me. Make sure you remember to flip that mold over. Save yourself the extra step.
Colors swirl, stories blend,
Just checking them all.
transcend.
That one really turned out pretty.
Feel alive in my resin dreams. I thrive.
I'm going to set those to cure. Now I know you can't see the words real well on that one. I'm still working on a way to fix that. I may go over it with a white pen later. If I do, I will show you. So while I was away, I painted the back sides of these with just plain simple acrylic paint. Nothing fancy. Just the little acrylic paint bottles you can get at Walmart. And then I'm going to go over them with the UV resin to seal that paint in so it doesn't chip away. And you just want to kind of push it along very gently over to the edges to make sure you're sealing those edges in as well.
Resin dreams that won't wait. Colors swirl, stories blend with every layer. I transcend craft and beauty. I feel alive in my resin dreams. I thrive.
Now I know a lot of people will tell you need all those fancy gadgets and stuff in order to use resin. You don't. As you can see, I'm using a popsicle stick. You can get them at the dollar store. I don't have a whole lot of the silicone things to use, so I just have a bunch of popsicle sticks and I just use that. You don't have to have a lot of expensive things to make really pretty things. You really just need the bare minimum. You need the resin. If you're using UV, you need the light. A silicone mat just to protect your area if you want to. You don't have to. If you don't care that it's not protected, that is up to you. You can always also use the cut right paper in the grocery store section. It won't stick to the shiny side. There's always ways around things.
So here's to moments bright and free in the resin world. Just you and me, creating memories, sparkling bright in this art. We find our light.
I'm just finishing adding the resin to the back side of this last one. Then we'll set that to cure and they'll all be good.
She pours the colors in a dream. Swirls of gold and aquamarine. dancing light through crystal streams. Her hands create what her heart believes. Glitter falls like summer.
And there we go. They are all cured and ready to go. I did add a little body to the butterfly wing. There we have them. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I really appreciate your hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll definitely have to get better pictures because my goodness, the lighting was horrible for that. Okay, don't leave yet. I got better pictures and better lighting. So there's Jack and Sally. That film looks pretty. The fabric with the flower. That one turned out really nice too. The Lisa Frank pup with the paintbrush. Love that one. This fabric has been very popular for me. That one turned out good. That's got some bubbles in it and some wobbliness to it, but overall not bad. The At the Beach, which I do need to highlight those letters, but I like the glitter. The butterfly, he needs some work. Let's be real, he needs some work. He'll get it. And the red flowers. Thanks, guys.